What's up, guys? Welcome back to Shay's World. I am your girl Shay, and I have with me live and in the flesh my lovely co-host.
Your boy Malik, right here in the flesh.
We are here, guys. This is your week 5 recap of Big Brother season 26. Um, I really hadn't made an announcement about it, but just know this will be our last in person together recording for a while, not too long. But we will still be doing our regular we'll still be doing our recaps. It just won't be in person nonetheless. So without further ado, we will get straight into this week. Week 5 of Big Brother, because week 6 is happening now. We're in the middle, so we were right on time. Kind of, yeah, because another episode comes out tomorrow. So yeah, but anywho, this week starts off really with the blowout from them voting Cedric out. It was definitely a blindside. Like you said, Brooklyn was gagged.
Yeah, terribly
gagged. Terribly. I had forgot that they were discussing with that little group that they were with, that they were going to vote out Cam. Well, they were thinking of voting out Cam.
Who? Chelsea,
T-Core, not Chemo, Chemo and Rabina. They were kind of thinking about voting out Cam because he is a threat. But all in all, they were really gonna go ahead and
do Cedric.
So this week,
Queen would have voted Cedric. So if they say true, that would have been 5 votes.
So actually, the people who flipped are Joseph, T-Core, and Chemo. They flipped.
But if T-Core and Chemo had to say true,
Cedric Cedric could have stayed, and Joseph too. So,
but was Joseph's like
Joseph was a part of the collective.
Oh.
Joseph. Yeah, Joseph is like the ringleader for the collective. Like just last week, I was saying Joseph is still holding on to the collective, and yet y'all voted out a collective member.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I thought Cedric was low key like the ringleader for the collective.
I did too. Well, initially he was, and then kind of sort of the collective had a good HOH. Let me say that when Cedric was the HOH, it was a good HOH week for the collective. Let me say that. Then when Quinn got it, it was a horrible week for the HOH because y'all lost a member on his HOH. So Quinn is in the house. He is very emotional, that he lost, Cedric. But then you have T-Core and Chemo off to the side, and they're talking about their gameplay and how they don't feel bad about it. Quinn goes in there because now, keep in mind, he's realized at this point that his main 2, his final 3 voted against Cedric, and they didn't tell him about it. So he's feeling some type of way. So he goes in there to talk to them, and he asked them, was I left out of the vote because I couldn't vote, or did you think I was going to push back?
Right.
How do you feel about T-Core, their response?
What was the response? What did they even say?
Exactly.
I don't even remember what they said.
She said that we didn't tell anybody because we really didn't know what we were going to do.
I mean, nah, as somebody, if I'm a part of the Visionaries, red flag.
Yeah, for me, that was the
y'all
end.
Didn't tell me.
Yeah.
So am I just like, is this null and void now? Because I'll bet this shit. Just let me know. Just let me know.
It would definitely be over for
Yeah, I agree.
If I was Quinn, it would have been over at that moment. And then further in this episode, as we gonna discuss, I think he should see, if he don't, that it's really over.
Yeah.
Because chemo is ooh. Okay. Anywho, we gonna get to we gonna get to chemo because I have some things to say about him. Anywho, so yeah, my note. This is the possible end for the Visionaries, and then Brooklyn comes in there, and now this is all before the HOH competition, guys. Brooklyn comes in, and she's like, "Good game, guys. Like y'all played me, good game." You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she should have waited to say this to them until after they played the HOH competition. Because for me, granted, now of course we already know what happened, but for me, I felt like, yeah, she, even if she wasn't going home, I felt like she was going on the block. Like if they were cool with whoever, I was like, if they were cool with whoever wins, or if one of them win, they are going to remember this moment. And sure enough,
yeah, I wouldn't have done well. I feel like my bad. I wouldn't have went up to them. Taking my candy, y'all. I feel like if I was Brooklyn in that situation, I would have probably done that. But I would have been kind of like Quinn in the sense that I would have been more approachable rather than
you would have been more
intimidating.
demure about your.
Man, abolish the word demure at this point.
Boy.
I am disappointed. No, not.
I'm
demure.
sorry. Listen, when the trend with this trend, I was like, I have nothing to really say with this damn. Like, this is so stupid.
It's not even demure. It's shy. Like you, like reserved and quiet. Like we're talking about, I'm very demure. I'm very cute, girl. No, you're cute, but you're not demure. You're the loudest bitch in the fucking street. Anyways, if I would have been like Quinn, in the sense of I would have been more like, where's y'all head at? What are y'all thinking? Brooklyn was just like, wow, I see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out. Because I see where it is. Y'all know what y'all did with me. So
yeah, she definitely gave off. I'm coming for y'all.
Where's
Where
Brooklyn from?
I don't know.
Oh my god, I want to know where she from or where she was born. This girl, she done fought a couple bitches in her life.
That part. So the HOH competition this week was the wall comp. I like the wall comp. How do you feel about the wall comps?
You know what? I guess they're cool. It's Big Brother tradition, so that's cool. I don't know if I would have lasted that long. After like the first couple groups, I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah, I was out the first group. I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't play back. Throwing shit in my face. Like.
Well, not even that. It's hard. Like it's slippery. Like you start sliding and shit. It's hard to hold on.
Yeah, no. This is where we hear about, and I feel like we heard about this. Yeah, we heard about this alliance last week. So Angela is the first one out. She really don't care because in her mind she got the Tanks alliance.
The Tanks.
She has the Tanks, you know, keeping her safe. So
which is Tucker,
Rubina, Angela,
Joseph,
T-Core, and Chemo.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they're just...
They've been gone. They just hadn't told the collective that they're gone.
No, I'm talking about they just got their hand in every pot.
Yeah.
Every honey pot.
So Angela, Chemo, and Joseph are the have-nots. So naturally, they were the first three that got out. Tucker does win this competition. It came down to him and Quinn. I was rooting for Quinn, but I was kind of low-key, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of ready for Tucker to win because I wanted to see what a Tucker HOH week would look like. And it did not disappoint.
It did disappoint.
It did not disappoint at all.
It did. But I was just like, come on, Quinn. Like, Because I was just tired. After Cedric, I was like, nah. Tucker, you gotta go. Nah, Tucker, you gotta go. So I was very much like, Quinn, nah, you hurt me on that one. But you know what?
I think it became too much pressure for him because now it's all.
I mean, he was up there for 30 minutes. So, and who knows how much longer. Tucker literally was like, I could have stood up there for another hour, 2 hours.
And he probably would have been in dead pain, but his ego would have kept him up there. So, anywho, Tucker wins. It's Tucker's HOH week. This is week 5, Tucker HOH. And shortly after, we now have a new alliance, which is going to be 6th Avenue because the tanks are basically going to bring in Joseph since he did flip and help them keep Rubina last week. So now, of course, Tucker has to do nominations. So not really going to go into all of the conversations that he had with everybody, but one conversation that is very important is the conversation he had with Quinn. And of course, he tells them it will blow up his game if he didn't put him up after they've already been gunning for each other. However, from the beginning, Tucker is telling Quinn, you are not my target. I don't really care about you. But you have to go up, and technically you are my pawn. He tells him that, I feel like he told him that more than one time. How do you feel when you first saw that? Did you think Tucker was telling the truth?
I didn't know. Tucker's such a wild card. And honestly, Tucker, it would be obvious for him to be gunning for Quinn. Mm-hmm. So it wouldn't surprise me. But it also wouldn't surprise me if he was telling the truth and saying I kind of need you in for my game right now. Because it's true in a sense,
yes, because if you think about it, it's actually Tucker is listen, y'all. Tucker is playing the fuck out of Big Brother. He is a really good. I don't know if it's necessarily a good game player or if it's a good strategist. Like he can just see from all angles and he knows how to maneuver and get what he needs for it to go in his favor. However,
I think he's just really aggressive.
He is aggressive.
And he can back it up. That's why.
He has been able to show like I can win too. But I felt that when I heard it, I felt like it was genuine. But when it doubled up with the confessional of him telling it, his confessionals is what he really been telling his whole game. So I was like, okay, he's really cool about it. This is what he's doing. But I was like, who is he gunning for? Is it Brooklyn, Cam, or Chelsea? And I didn't want it to be Chelsea. Like I really didn't care. Just not Chelsea for me. Yeah. It's just not Chelsea. So he tells Quinn that. And so of course he goes and he talks to it comes down to he decides to do Brooklyn and Cam. And he goes and he pulls, after he does his nominations, he pulled them to the side and he tells them that they're the pawn, that Quinn is ultimately his target. I feel like he told Quinn that he was going to tell them that because so that they wouldn't worry and that they wouldn't play so hard in the veto competition.
Which is true. He was transparent.
He was very transparent with Quinn. And Quinn being Quinn, the same person that couldn't keep his mouth shut about his deepfake HOH power, having a private conversation with Brooklyn. She's fishing for information. Or actually, I feel like she was just venting and was just telling Quinn what Tucker told her because, she feels like everybody else in the house, it's obvious Quinn is his target. And Quinn couldn't just ride with that. He goes back and tells her, yeah, but I'm really not his target. Really, you are.
I think he was saying that in a...
But I don't think he said it was, but it was still... It's Big Brother. It's $750,000. You know that Tucker is a wild card.
Oh, yeah, no, I definitely...
Why would you...
girl, if he's going for you, so sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he pissed me off so bad.
Unlucky week for you, Brooklyn. I'm so sorry.
I would have just let it be
bygone.
Blindside.
Yeah.
I'd have waited to at least if I was gonna tell, I would have waited to after the veto.
At that point, I just would have said.
Well, I mean, she could have fought hard in AI Arena. I'd have at least made sure I was completely safe for the week, though. Like for me, if I was gonna tell, but because I had that, I want to give her a heads up, I would have been like, I can give her a heads up, but not too much of a heads up. Let me make sure this veto goes correctly and I'm off the block safe. And then I'll give her a heads up. Because once she's in AI Arena, it's like, all right, Tucker. Yeah, I told her. Yeah, I told her. But I mean, hey, she only had one chance to fight.
Right.
So
I agree. But if that did get back to Tucker, Tucker would be the type of person to be like, wow, even if that was solidified, he'd be like, you still went behind my back and I'm coming for you. Like,
oh, that's the voice. That's exactly it. You did it. That is
coming for you, Quinn.
All right. So, nomination ceremony. I just told you guys who the nominations were. So it is time for the veto competition, and if they are playing hide and go veto, I feel like I remember this competition. Again, it's been a minute since I've just watched the full season of Big Brother, guys. So,
when was the last full season you watched? That was a celebrity, baby.
Right. Oh, okay. I want to say the last full season I watched was either, and I'm not lying, it's just so funny how full circle it is, was the season Cody won Big Brother. Cody from Traders. His season was the last full season I actually sat and watched full of. Unless Rachel won after Cody, then it would be Rachel's, but I feel like Cody won after Rachel. So yeah. Sorry. So it's been a minute. Anywho, needless to say, the players are the normal nominees. Add in MJ got to play this. Mackenzie MJ got to play.
Because what is that? Just like what everybody else calls her,
MJ.
Okay,
yeah, it's a nickname.
For the longest time, I was like, am I missing this person? Like, who is MJ?
Yeah. So you have Mackenzie, of course, Joseph, and then the nominees. And it is hide and go veto. They each have these little microchips. They have to go into the house, hide them. Each go in. They got like 2 minutes to hide their chip, and then they each go in 2 minutes apiece. And it's, no, what is it? All, not all hands on deck. It's, what is it? No.
All cards on the table.
No, not all cards on the table. I'm trying to say all bets are off. Like they can do whatever to find said pieces.
There's no rules.
Yeah, there's no rules. Anything goes. And Joseph did not give a shit. Like he didn't care. He hid his stuff, tried to make it as obvious as possible. His was literally the last one, next to the last. Well, actually, the last one found. Joseph was the last one found. They didn't find Tucker's. Mm-hmm. And then let's see, Mackenzie hid hers in a vase right when you walk in the door behind the staircase. Tucker literally walks in the house, looks to the left, and goes, finds hers, comes straight out like, oh, you idiot. And the thing that pissed me off is Quinn literally tried to hide his piece in the exact same spot that Tucker hid his. However, Tucker was able to go up a level. I'm like, why because you tried to hide something there, he never went there and looked. Like he never went to that piece.
Tucker never went to Quinn's?
No, Quinn never went to that piece.
To Tucker's.
Mm-hmm. And if you'd have just went back there, you probably could have found Tucker's. Like if I literally, everywhere that I would have thought to look, that I looked, to hide my piece when I went back in the house, I'd have went to those places. I'd have went to other places as well, but I'd have still went back and hit those spots too. So I did when I seen Tucker putting it there, I'm like, okay, surely Quinn is gonna be the one to find it because Quinn went here.
I'm sorry. Where would you have hid your card?
I don't freaking know.
I think I would have done under the HOH mattress.
I don't know if they missed it. I don't. Nobody went upstairs.
Nobody went upstairs.
Mm-hmm. But because nobody hid their stuff in the gym room, I probably would have tried to go in the gym room.
That's a pretty good spot. We're in the gym room though.
I unless you do I lifted up a piece of goddamn equipment under the treadmill.
If you could like open up the little belt on the treadmill and slide.
Something
that might be a little hard. I don't know.
They just walked in and glanced around. So yeah. But 2 minutes is not enough for me because the way my brain works, I lose shit all the time. So the way I go back and if I find things is I stop and I look around the room. And then as I'm looking, I'm like, where in this room would you just not fucking think to look? There's the most stupidest and randomest place that you can look. And as I'm doing that, literally, I find my keys and shit in the most stupidest place.
Like the toilet. How did they get there?
No, seriously. I left my headphones on the baby kinder thing in the bathroom one day overnight.
Baby kinder.
The little pull out the changing table that's in the bathrooms.
Oh, at work?
At work.
I'm
on the side, which you know how you really can go in there. You can sit something like on the side with that. I thought I lost my AirPods and I was literally headed to T-Mobile and I walked in the bathroom and I stopped and all of a sudden I just looked at the changing table and I was like, yep. And it was at that moment, literally I had like a that's so Raven moment. I remembered before you left last night and went to the bathroom, you said your AirPods up there. Yeah, that's really how I live my life. That's how I remember shit. Maybe I am that's so Raven, but yeah. So I probably actually now that I probably would have did really damn good in this challenge because I could, but I'd need a little more time. I wouldn't have been able to do it in 2 minutes. Like I'd need to be able to run through and like stop, look around.
You needed about a good 12 hours. You need about 15 hours to
that long. I mean, I'd be familiar with the house, but I at least need to be able to walk in the room and be like, all right, where in here can I, So
anyway. Well, those are either way you put it, those are cleaner strategies than what Brooklyn
the Mackenzie had in mind. Oh wait, Brooklyn.
Was Mackenzie playing that one?
Mackenzie played in that one too.
I didn't even remember seeing her.
Yeah, that's the one I told you. She put it in the plant, and Tucker found it in 2 seconds. Brooklyn. I hadn't even made it to Brooklyn, y'all. Brooklyn went in that house. First of all, she called herself using somebody else's strategy from a season past. And so where she hid her stuff, she decided to go create a bunch of chaos near where she hid her stuff. So Quinn went straight in there and found the shit. Then he was like, my clothes are folded and like placed in my bag. Like
I don't fold my clothes. I'm a dirty. No, I'm sorry. But yeah,
which proves myself right. When you go back in the house, you go to the same places you look to. You thought to look. That's exactly what she did. And every time she took her ass in the house, she tore that shit up. Everybody she had smoke for, she threw their clothes out.
Terrible. What Medea and Diamond Map?
Who is Dolce and Gabbana?
Rippy.
She had fun doing that. I was like, all right, girl, you know what?
Because
on your way out, go out with a bang.
She did. She even said, okay, now that I've had my fun, let's get back to it. Like, he was just messing stuff up just to do it. Nasty work. Hilarious. Love it.
Was very nasty work. Yeah. But what's even more nasty work was Tucker won the veto, of course. His chip was never found. what was even more nasty work is that lady saw Tucker accusing Quinn of throwing his stuff on the floor, and she did nothing.
I wouldn't have either.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have. Tucker's an HOH, isn't he?
Mhm.
You shitting me? Snitch on myself to the HOH? I know you are. Sorry, Quinn. Sorry.
Quinn is already in shit, which
Quinn-
made it worse. So
Quinn
here's
got
the thing.
fired.
She double made it worse. So then I feel like she knew what she was doing when she went back to Tucker and told Tucker that Quinn told her that she was the target. He's already steaming about his clothes, and now you're gonna go tell him that he told you and he wasn't supposed to tell you. I wasn't even thinking about that at first. That just came up. So now I'm really looking at Miss Brooklyn sideways.
I'm looking at her straight. Do what you got to do to save yourself, but nasty.
It's very nasty work, Miss Brooklyn. So, needless to say, it's blowback from Quinn's actions. And so of course Tucker is like, I was gonna save you with the veto, but you couldn't keep your mouth closed. And basically he gets Quinn to tell him everything. Everything that Chemo had not already told you. And since I just said his name, let's slide up Chemo's block, that little slithering Hawaiian snake. Ooh. Since Tucker has been the HOH, Chemo has literally told all the business. To Tucker. But he's smart. He told on himself too. He said, hey, there was this big group called The Collective, and within that group, I was a part of another group inside their group. But me and T-Core flipped. Like, no.
So was this when everybody was on Twitter talking about Quinn is so stupid. Quinn is an idiot.
Yes, he's an idiot because he was not supposed to tell Brooklyn he literally just had to wait it out. Tucker laid the whole thing out. He's like, we're just going to have to play a weird game this week. He basically said, you're not a threat to me anymore. I don't care, but for my game, because we've made such smoke, I have to put you up, but I'm going after other people. And he said the 3 people that you were going after. And all you had to do was keep your mouth closed. Granted, it worked out for him in the end because, of course, my next statement is going to be he still turned around and saved him from the HOH because, he tied in, he cleared up some things for Tucker ultimately. He filled in all of the blocks, the missing pieces that Chemo had told him, or basically whatever questions he had from the conversation with Chemo, Quinn answered basically. So that leads him to believe that Chelsea and Brooklyn are actually the masterminds, and really more so Chelsea. And so he still saves Quinn at the veto and puts up Chelsea, but he doesn't necessarily trust Quinn anymore. Because he couldn't keep his mouth closed. So I don't really know where that leaves them going next week. But this man, it's just a lot. The week 5 was a lot. It was just a lot of different moving pieces. And I don't like how my girl Chelsea caught a stray in the process and got put on the block.
I don't think that was a stray. I think Tucker was really going for her. Because Tucker was interrogating Kim, Chelsea, and Brooklyn for voting because he knew those were the 3 that voted for Cedric. So he was literally personally interrogating each and every one of them, getting the pieces and perspectives from each person so that he could get. He's a genius. I'm not gonna lie. But
Tucker used his HOH the most efficient out of everybody. He didn't have all of them people just a whole group. He had groups in his room, but he talked to everybody he legitimately had smoke for and told them what he knew. So basically, he literally blew up the entire veto ceremony. When he made this whole speech before he got ready to pull Quinn off. And it's like, I know everything that's been going on in his house and blah, 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 blah. And Chelsea, you are the, mastermind, you in Brooklyn. And I mean, he just, I've never seen a veto ceremony like it. I have to be honest.
The people on this season, this is so refreshing. So, because I hadn't really gotten into Big Brother until the most recent, 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. But I know that in times like today's times, people on reality shows tend to be a little more reserved on their thoughts and hold their tongue. So I think it's very refreshing that this group of people are very outspoken and that they have no problem saying what's on their mind, whether it's good or bad, whether it's productive or destructive. It's very entertaining and it's very refreshing.
I'm definitely enjoying this cast. It's I guess it's always so funny because we start off all these seasons like I don't know what this cast is gonna get.
I gotta see the first few episodes.
Same thing we did with the GOAT. Like, I don't know. And it's like, oh my gosh, like
just give it some time.
Always happens. So now it is we skip to Thursday. We got the AI arena. And once again, blindside type things are going through the house.
Blindside type.
People are thinking that now is the time to possibly take out Cam instead of getting rid of Chelsea. And or Brooklyn, but everything, of course, is dependent and contingent upon the results of the AI arena. However, I think people were banking on Chelsea saving herself. I don't think there was a question of Chelsea saving herself. It came down to Brooklyn and Cam.
Yes.
So I don't know who let it be known first that Cam being there was good for Tucker's game versus everybody else's game. However, this week, Tucker did start some things, and I'm sure we will see more of that in week 6. He started to hang out. He was starting to just be around other people. Let's just say that it's slow rolling. Slow rolling. He's starting to hang around Liam McKenzie. It started to slow roll around. The Thursday episode of week 5, and T-Core is good. T-Core is good. She talks to Rubina and. So it was T-Core. It was T-Core who lays it out that basically Cam is better for Tucker's game versus their game, and that possibly keeping Brooklyn would not be such a bad idea. Or keeping Chelsea, vice versa, whichever one wins. And so we go into the AI Arena Day. Really, I wasn't sure of what they were going to do. I really kind of thought there was a little hope for Brooklyn for a minute. I really did. I really thought the girls were going to be like, okay, I really thought Rabina was going to be like she said, I want to play my game and not play Tucker's game. But she still played Tucker's game. Anywho, BBAI Arena, that dang on competition, they could have kept that shit. I was so confused. I watched it live, and we just watched it a few minutes ago. Still was confused until Malik had to break it down to me on how to find the answer, because I was like...
Yeah, they slick with it, because the first one I saw, it was the first one you said, I was like, that when I watched it the first time, I was like, yeah, that's what I saw. I was looking for all the other ones. I'm like, what? And then I saw PHANT backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So that's elephant. I was like, oh, so they just got to, okay, I'm understanding now. So, yeah, that's been
I saw a whole word that wasn't even on there, y'all. I saw a whole pussycat on there. And what was the word? It was
super elephant. But you saw PUS, which is soup backwards, but you saw PUS that was pussycat. But
I would have lost.
you would think near the end of the challenge, where it quite literally has all three of them laid out, albeit front or backwards, that's when it would click for somebody. You'd be like, oh, run back. You don't even gotta look. Just okay. Boom, the elephant.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
an
elephant
like
right here.
First wait till they came down on that last row.
Yeah, it just took a long time. And near the, which makes sense until you get to the end where they make it easy. It's like, come on, y'all. Come on.
I feel like they had to actually make it easy because they were not going to get it, and it was a live show. It was only so many minutes.
Oh my god, I was skipping through it.
I'm still not convinced. I'm not convinced that while we didn't see Chelsea for that long time, that production ain't fucking tell her the damn answers. So I'm not convinced.
Oh, you think so?
I think that we got to do what we got to do.
We didn't see Chelsea until
we saw her scrambling around. But when we saw her, she had 2 up on her board. She was working on the last one, and then she had something up there. She hit the thing, and then but prior to that, she was out. Like she didn't have anything on her board. Is what I'm saying. We saw her with nothing on her board. She was putting the stuff on the floor. Then we spent that time on Brooklyn because remember you made the comment like, why are we on Brooklyn? And then we go back to Chelsea, and now Chelsea has 2 on her board. She's just working on the last one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm not okay. I did just say production kind of interfered with the game, but I don't feel like they interfered in a way that really would have really changed the true outcome of it for real.
You thought she was gonna win regardless?
I thought Brooklyn was gonna go home. I thought Brooklyn was gonna still be on their block, like the house wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like even with their interference, it was an interference that they made.
Well, if she took herself off the block.
No, this is the BBAI arena competition. Though. So it's always whoever wins, and then the next people who's left.
No, that's what I'm saying. If she took herself off the block over Chelsea,
she was nowhere near. Brooklyn had put that thing in like 5 times.
Yeah,
she wasn't gonna get it. And then again, I mean, here's the thing: Chelsea could have just won that. I'm not trying to take away that Chelsea. Again, like I said, she had 2 on there, and I don't know. I just, for the sake of timing and that shit was hard. I just think that was not a good competition. I think that was more of that would have been a good veto competition. I don't think that was a good AI arena competition considering the time constraints that we have with it being live. Just my personal opinion.
I just didn't think it was a good competition altogether.
Whatever. So Chelsea wins. And Brooklyn does herself no favors. I'm a target. Keep me here. Nobody can beat him. He doesn't have to play next week. If I win, he'll be on the block. I promise you. You say this to his minions.
And his face.
Bold of you. Proud of you. But you know.
Not smart of you.
Not smart at all. Not smart at all. Cam's speech. He's very Cam.
Love you all. I'm just so happy to be here.
That's it.
What's today again? What's the name of the show?
Where am I? Oh, y'all. You know he didn't know he was on the block to be voted out because he told them to vote for him.
He said, "I vote for me." What is this? The election?
Julie was like, he was like to stay. Julie was like, okay, just making sure. Even she had to check in.
You said Big Brother. I already got a Big Brother. Thanks.
Come on, man. Like, on. Chelsea is the only one that had my girl Brooklyn's back because they are besties. And I really think they're going to be besties when she comes out of that house. Just I've watched quite a few of Brooklyn's exit interviews, and so yeah, they'll still be besties when she comes out of the house. I'm happy for them in that. Sad to see you go, Brooklyn. You know, sad to see you go. I personally would not have been mad if Cam left, but I can understand why Cam needs to stay because it's not time for Tucker to go yet. It's just not time for Tucker to go yet. If Tucker leaves that house, it's boring as fuck outside of Angela, and after a while, she becomes tired.
Angela is already tiring. Anyways, Brooklyn, if I was you, I wouldn't have hugged anybody. I would have told them to stuff it, and I would have got out.
She told them, you guys will never know what team my husband plays for now.
Girl, no, nobody cares.
Look at me, I don't know. What team your husband play for?
I didn't even know you had a husband who was playing for a sport. I thought he was a businessman or something.
See, we know. Anywho, that has been your recap for week 5. Sorry we don't have screenshots.
We have our faces.
We have our faces. We have our commentary, and yeah, probably my background and things are going to be looking a little spunky for a while. Yeah, that one's coming down Thursday. I'm gonna take everything down.
Today is
Tuesday. Well, I gotta work all day tomorrow, so I don't have time. Anywho, what did you think about week 5 of Big Brother?
said he's not here. I don't care.
Oh, that's really how you feeling?
Yeah, no, I was playing.
Dang, you don't have excitement from Big Brother?
Oh yes, honestly, I actually hate to say this, but Cedric's eviction has kind of been a catalyst. Yeah, and a lot of the plots and storylines that's happening. So
excuse Lux, y'all. He wants to get out, but he made his choice. Yes. We're recording. Derek is streaming, so he got to choose the room. He chose in here. He's stuck.
I'm enjoying. I enjoyed this week.
With that, we're gonna kick him out, and then we'll explain because no.
I like this. This week was really good. Keymore. Yes, Keymore is tearing.
I can't wait for somebody to get him. I can't wait
both
for
of them.
Get him.
Chemo or both of them? Just Chemo?
T-Core hasn't said anything. Like she didn't run to Tucker and tell every freaking thing.
No, but T-Core,
she's a mastermind in the flips and stuff. That's fine. That's like you said. That's gameplay. Is cool. But dang, to go just because you riding with another alliance don't mean you go literally tell the other house's entire game. Like,
see, Chemo's messy and T-Core is
beyond messy.
Like,
he possibly could have tanked Chelsea's whole game, and it's like that's not. I don't think that's cool. I don't like
those two together. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of Tadrick and Misha. Like they're just, but Tadrick and Misha was a powerhouse. Chemo and T-Core aren't really a powerhouse. They're sneaky. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a bit more dangerous because they don't have eyes on them. Mm-hmm. And they got their hand in every single pocket.
And here's the thing, because Quinn can't keep his mouth closed, even though they don't really fool la with the collective because they have the visionaries. Quinn still comes and tells them everything that goes on in the collective. And then now they're running back to 6th Avenue and telling, well, Chemo is running back and spilling the beans.
Right.
And that ain't cool. I need Quinn to wake up and smell the coffee and cut them off.
You can do so much better than them, Quinn.
So much better. So much better.
Red flags.
Because if they were smart, Quinn, Chelsea, Cam, Mackenzie, and Leah would team up.
And keep Cedric.
No, they would just team up and go going forward.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have no choice.
They don't, but I don't know. I think that well, you're actually right, and I think that now.
Too bad Leah likes Tucker, so that ain't gonna happen. Oh yes, baby, it is on. It is popping 10 in the live feeds. Leah is looking through people's bags and seeing, ooh, you got an open box condom. So who you screwing? Yeah, baby, it is going down. So I can't wait for tomorrow. Yes.
Leah went through Tucker's bags and found his condoms.
Yeah, I found it. They were open.
Well, we already knew that.
Well, we know that, but yeah.
Leah went through Tucker's bag.
I don't know if it was his bag or it was during his HOH.
And I just think of these things like you're gonna do this knowing that you're being watched, right? Like you're gonna go through this person's bag knowing full and well millions of people are gonna watch you do this.
It's the fact that you it was a whole thing in conversation about and telling people that he has an unopened box of condoms.
That was a conversation.
It was a conversation. It's a conversation. It's out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't. That's what I'm saying. I can't wait to see what they.
Is it on the episode that just came out?
No. This is. It could be on the episode tomorrow. Is what I'm saying. It's what we can see tomorrow. It's just what they say.
What is going on?
They're gonna put it on the public show versus in the feeds. Yes.
That's making the show. That
I hope so.
It's making
I
the show.
really hope so. So, anywho, guys, all in all, as y'all can see, we are deep into this Big Brother thing and shenanigans. It is good. If you have not been watching, make sure you are watching. It is available. It is Big Brother comes out every Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday, plus the live feeds. You can catch it live on CBS or Paramount Plus. And if you do not have Paramount Plus, your girl is now an affiliate with Paramount Plus. So you can click the link in the description, click the link, try out Paramount Plus for free, and watch Big Brother as well with us. Until then.
Wait. First of all, what did you rate this episode?
Oh, I gave this week a Big Brother day. Point blank in the period. Straight A. It's A.
That I had to sneeze.
Oh, I thought you were trying to figure out what you was giving. I thought you were Bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me. I agree. I get to say as well.
All right.
Don't forget.
Like this video on your way out, guys. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Help us out. We have a stalker trying to get in right now.
He tried it.
He is trying. Anywho, I am your girl, Shay. This is my lovely co-host.
Your boy, Malik.
By next month, when y'all see him, I will have some shirts that say, it's your boy, Malik.
Please? Yes. I would love that. Oh my God.
Please. Yeah, because I'm going to have shirts to say, so, yeah.
I want that too, please.
It's your boy, Malik. Yeah. And with that, we are going to get out of here. Bye, guys. See y'all in the next one.